Welcome to PowerPivot video number 14. Hey, if you want to download this workbook and follow along, click on the link below the video. Hey, this video isn't so much a how to do something in PowerPivot as it is an example of sometimes in Excel, the pivot table feature in Excel will do things that we can't do over in PowerPivot. Now here's our goal. See, we have a bunch of classes and grades. We do need the GPA for each class, but then on each sheet we need the GPA for all the classes for each one of the high schools. So in Excel with a pivot table, it's easy. Click in the table, Insert Pivot Table, or Alt and V. I'm going to put this pivot table not on an existing sheet, but on a new workbook, so I click OK. I'm going to double click this and call this Master Pivot. Drag. I'm going to drag the field list over here. We're going to drag class to rows. Boom. Grades to values. Right click value field settings. I want the one-stop shopping because I'm going to change the calculation to average, the number formatting to number, and up here I'm going to change the name to GPA and click OK. Now here's the trick. We want a bunch of individual sheets, each sheet with the high school's information. I'm going to drag high school down to filters. That's the trick. You got to have it up here in filter. Once you have it there and it says all, you can go up to analyze, pivot table, options, click the drop down, and there it is. Show report filter pages. We only have one. If you had many, it would ask you which filter you want to spread across the sheets. I'm going to click OK, and instantly, there it is. There's the information for Chief Sealth, for Cleveland, and for Garfield. Now let's just, for kicks, do the couple clicks necessary to put this into PowerPivot and see that it doesn't exist. PowerPivot, Add to Data Model, or Alt-BY. There's our table. Now we're going to click on the pivot table. I'm going to put it on a new sheet. I'm going to drag class down to rows, high school down to filter, grades down to values. We won't even bother changing the rest of it because now we're going to go to Analyze, Options. Isn't that a bummer? Check that out. It's all grayed out. So if you have a pivot and you want to create individual sheets for each one of the items in the field dropped into the filter, Excel pivot table wins. All right, we'll see you next trick.